Hello, Mistwalkers.
Hello, good evening, Mistwalkers. Welcome to Tales from the Mists, a spooky campaign set in the domains of dread. With me tonight are six adventurers. Why don't we go down the line? We're going to introduce ourselves. Who are you? Who are you playing? What did you have for dinner tonight? Hadeel.
I am your pal Hadeel. I haven't had dinner yet. I play Vargas. I'm in the BA test kitchen.
What
Say,
are
yeah,
you
have
going to
some
have?
for Bon Appetit. Make you
Yeah,
something.
yeah. What are you making from the test kitchen tonight?
What gourmet item?
Pop-Tart. I have cookies and cream Pop-Tart upstairs waiting for me.
Let's be honest, these are trying times.
They are.
All right, Ms. Lysa.
I am Lysa Penrose. I play. Wait, did Hadeel already say that she played Vargas? I forget because we started talking about Pop Tarts.
Hadeel will be playing the role of the Pop-Tart in this episode.
Okay. I will be playing your heart of the party, Mercy Albrecht, Tiefling, Storm Sorceress, Changeling. I also have not had dinner, but I had these like really yummy taquito things for lunch. So that was my last meal.
Delight. Ms. Kayla.
Hi, my name's Kayla, and I play Vasily Ava Mordenheim. And for dinner, I had way too much beef bulgogi. I went back for seconds. It was a mistake. But it made me think of TK, because I feel like you always eat beef bulgogi all the time. And I'm like,
What?
oh, it's like I'm with TK.
TK.
Real cool, Kayla. Real cool.
You have
real.
me, you dum-dum.
Oh, okay. Well, I was
know.
trying to say something nice, but never mind.
It's fine. Definitely told to you in confidence. That's fine. TK will remember this.
I'm an
It's
angry
cool.
mom.
Thanks a lot, Kayla. Cool.
We'll just
Ashley.
end the stream right here.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ashley. I play Konstantina Avshalomov, the were-jackal Vistana bard, who doesn't get into trouble ever. And I had, I guess it was like stir-fry noodles that my husband made for me, and they were delicious. He always makes me dinner before the show. And also my hair is doing a flippy thing that I do not love right now. So I keep touching it, and it's making it worse.
Someone in the chat said that everybody's hair was on point, though, so they like the flippy thing.
Okay, well here, have this really bad flip. This is just for you. Don't know what's happening.
It's dedicated to them. All right. Moving on to our guests. Chad.
Hi, I am Chad Quant. I will be playing Inquisitive Rogue Warforged. I am not on point with my hair, and I am sweating uncontrollably throughout the day, so I apologize. Hopefully that'll, I don't know, grease up my rolls. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Up
right?
those rolls.
Yeah, get them all
If we run
sweaty.
into any Brads, you'll just slide right off of them.
Just become a moist boy.
Oh God, the word. And I have not eaten yet, but I'll probably be digging into a very nice vegan silk fudge ice cream pie tonight.
That sounds so good.
I'm very excited.
I want it.
Very
And
good.
besides, we're Suns Out, Guns Out buddies, so.
Thank you
it's
very
fine.
much in solidarity.
Right. Finally, Miss Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly, the opera geek. I am playing Lila Sidur, who is a temple monk guard Asimar who totally has no secrets and promised Lisa that I wouldn't maybe possibly betray everybody.
It was my only
for her
birthday wish.
So birthdays only pertain to your character not dying. Betrayal is not on the list for that.
Wait,
I
so
will-
my birthday's next week. Do I not get to, I don't die then, right?
What day?
Thursday.
You
How about
will
like a
not die
birthday
on
month?
Thursday.
Okay.
I won't die on Thursday. And for dinner tonight, I had tomato soup and bread.
Oh, I love tomato soup and bread. Or like
I was too lazy to make grilled cheese.
I had stuffed crust DiGiorno pizza because we just got groceries today.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, the lady who dropped them off had like the mask and the gloves and everything. The non-perishables are sitting down in the garage where they cannot harm us for 24 hours. But the rest of them, we were just like, well, I guess we're going to wipe them down and die.
Isn't grocery day now just like a mini holiday every time? You're just like, we've brought back a plunder.
Yeah. It's a delight. Every 6 weeks, I'm just like, yee.
I wipe all my cans and bottles down with Lysol.
Same.
I'm not going to lie.
Same. John, my husband and I have been in quarantine actually since late January because we're like redneck preppers, and we were just kind of like, this seems like it might be a problem. So we're very excited when it's grocery day. We love to supper. So this is not a typical campaign. We have a rotating cast, which means we have 4 anchor members, being Hadeel, Lysa, Kayla, and Ashley. And then we have 2 rotating members that switch off every 4 episodes. So Kelly and Chad will be with us until the end of the finale.
Or we die.
Or they die. Whatever.
Or we
know I
die.
can't kill guests, so let's be honest.
Oh!
PK's wanted to kill me for years.
I really have.
Ever since we had the macaroni discussion.
That was last year. That is a single year.
That's true.
Yeah. Our showrunner has our announcements.
Yay, announcements. So as always, we are doing giveaways for those of you who are watching right now live in chat. The raffle keyword is !explorers. !explorers to enter our giveaway. I've brought all the goodies to show off. We've got special D6s with Good Son Nicodemus on them. We've got these really cool little matchbook menagerie matches that have a secret message inside. Not secret because I'm showing them on the camera right now, but only you all know. Don't tell anybody. We have these really cool Lolth cameo pins that Vargas wears on his ascot. It glitters. Ooh. So very classy in every way. We have more cool art by Kayla. This nice postcard, Mayday themed, to go along with our Halloween and Yule holiday postcards from last season. We have magnets for all of the cast and our lovely auntie. And then those look like little Polaroid or rather Instax pictures. And so we have a whole bunch of the originals from the photo shoot. So you could get one of those. We'll throw 1 or 2 in there as well. So a whole bunch of goodies. That's our Mistwalker survival kits. !Explorers enters you to win one of those. If you've won one of the previous ones from other episodes, for a while my excuse was that I was waiting on the last things to arrive. They have arrived now, so now it is just that I am bad at mailing things. So I promise those will be on the way to you next week, but if you haven't received them, don't worry, they didn't get lost in the mail. I'm just a terrible person. Our other giveaway is for a really cool subclass called College of the Opera, which maybe would our lovely opera geek like to say a word or two about that?
Sure. So the College of the Opera is a bard subclass where you get to use your voice as your instrument. I co-wrote it with Hannah Rose, who is wonderful. And I think it's pretty fun. I've played it a couple times. I got to explode some monsters singing high notes. So I strongly encourage you to enter the giveaway and just be super extra, because College of the Opera bards have to be extra.
Yes. Lovely. And goodness. As our other announcement, I'm just wondering if anyone in the cast has brought their special level up dice to the table for using today. I'm using like the like white lavender jade ones. Will it show? You can't see the full prettiness. Oh, there we go. They're like so many different colors. Oh, I love the bloodstone that Ashley's holding up. Kayla's got damn spooky cat eye dice.
It feels like you guys are just rubbing it in, Kelly and I. Just like,
Right?
yeah, look at all these cool things we have.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at my wealth.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
Look
if
at my
anyone,
richities.
if
Yeah.
y'all or anyone in
All of my
chat
things that you don't have.
wants to acquire some of these really rad gemstone, or they also have a bunch of like aluminum dice. use our Diceomancy link, which Jack will get into the chat there. If you use that link, that helps us out so that we can eventually do giveaways and such. It's bit.ly/capital LUD Mistwalkers with a capital M. And that will get you to our Diceomancy link to help us maybe snag some free sets of dice that folks can win. Maybe even the finale, we'll be able to get something.
Yay.
So please use that link. Might I recommend, they just dropped a new aluminum set. What was it called, TK? Like Swash?
Yeah, Swash. And it's all like bluish green and
yeah, it's black and blue
swirly.
swirled. Very
It's
like
gorgeous.
eldritch ocean. Super cool. If you have like a pirate character or maybe like
Super
a warlock,
gorgeous.
even a wizard. They're
Yeah,
really pretty.
they put a picture on their Twitter. It's super gorgeous.
Yeah, go check it out. But
To
in
be
the
fair, I
meantime,
have level up dice. They're just in the other room.
oh yay!
Sorry,
Great.
Chad.
Great
You're
for
the only
everyone.
one. I'm so sorry.
I have custom dice my girlfriend got for me. Okay, so they're powered by love. That's all I got.
Well, you're gonna need that love tonight. Dice and Logos, they are the raised hematite
Okay.
in the chat. But yes, you will need that love tonight. Is that the end of our announcements?
Those
Ms.
are our
Showrunner?
announcements. I wonder if Auntie is back. She was missing last week. It was real weird.
I've heard Auntie is back.
All right, well, let's see what she has to say.
Oh, good evening, Mistwalkers. Yes, it's lovely to be back, but I won't bore you with the details. This is lovely, isn't it? Very familiar. Descending into some cursed catacombs to save a city best left alone. But heroes got a hero. Right. Now let's see. Oh. Speaking of heroics, they saved one of their expedition members from a spike pit. Ooh. Lucky, lucky. I'm sure that would have been a terrible way to go. Oh, let's see. What else have we got? It seems that we have 2 new guests joining our Mistwalkers. Yes, the very serious Lysa. Some kind of holy monk, no doubt. Serving the will of a god much more powerful than, well, any that we've seen in Harakir. Let's see. Oh, and the inquisitive reader. What an adorable creature. What do you think happens when you take an automaton like that apart? At what point do they cease to function? What an interesting experiment. We should find out. Vargas got a little look-see into the doings of someone sinister. But when is Vargas not attracting the attentions of someone sinister? And Mercy, ooh, she got a vision too. Sent that ring a-tingling. I wonder what that means. Probably nothing. Oh, a mystery. Attendants going missing. So many discoveries, so many wrong turns, so many dark and dangerous hallways. What do you think is lurking in them? I don't think we should wait too long to find out. Why don't we take a look ourselves?
Take it away, TK.
All right. So, the last time we all saw each other, well, the last time all of you saw each other, I was on vacation. I believe you were following Temperance and Dr. Kettel around the curve of a long and winding tunnel in the dark and dangerous depths of the Tomb of Kings. Is that correct?
I don't remember it being dangerous. I think that part is incorrect, but the rest sounds okay.
I'm there, so it's dangerous.
Yeah, roll me a d6.
Oh no.
Who's rolling a d6? Why?
Oh, anybody. No one.
Oh.
I was going to start this episode out with making Kayla do a dark powers check for telling on me.
I was trying to say something nice about
I
next
know.
memory, but I did roll a 1 if you want that.
Danger. Lots of danger.
I love danger.
Sorry.
It's my middle name.
By the way,
Actually,
I would say that the tomb is a little dangerous for Brads, right?
True.
Specifically for Brad.
Honestly, it was not as dangerous as it could have been for Brads, but y'all had to be heroes, and I've never been prouder. I just watched Jen try to kill off a red shirt, and I was like, oh no, here we go.
No, instead we kept him alive while
Not
we pulled him
tonight.
off barbed spikes over and over. It was-
I
It
didn't
was-
know they were barbed.
It was a delight. I was like, oh, yes. So anyway, as Temperance and Dr. Kettle continued around the curve of this tunnel, there was a deep, unsettling groan that echoed in the still air. What are you doing?
I believe that Lila and Reader were out front of the group. Because we're heroes.
Yes.
That is an excellent point, heroes. Could I please get a marching order? No reason.
I'm just saying, you did have me drawn in a red shirt there.
Okay, that I picked that color because I thought that you would look nice in red.
I love it.
Your destiny is yours to do with as you please.
Also, besides, but I have to say, red shirts aren't always dead. Like the red shirts can be engineers, they could be captains. I mean, we might live. We'll be fine.
I mean, my dog is Montgomery Scott, and he is still here.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
In spirit.
In terms of marching order, I would say Reader is leading. Kelly, you're probably going a little bit like ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the kind of cool monk. I'm gonna pass this way and observe things, kind of stuff, and not trip traps. Trip traps?
Yeah.
Ooh, trip trap.
Trip trap.
Being adorable will not save you.
I'm
Vasily,
past the height limit for adorable.
you can still be adorable and tall.
We're all the same height in these boxes, Kelly.
Vasily will be behind Reader with like one of those weird protractors, trying to like measure his skull size subtly.
Oh, it's fine.
And-
It's my skull. That's fine.
Phrenology?
Yeah, it's trying to figure it out. And she will also have like kind of a hand clenched on Kettle's shoulder because she's still bullying him and still wants him like near the front so she can shove him into danger if she suspects a trap or anything.
I think that's an excellent idea. Now, unfortunately, Kettle and Temperance went far ahead of the group.
Oh, they
probably
were ahead.
about
okay.
Probably about 10 feet ahead when I say far
never
ahead.
Mind. Ignore me then.
Let's see. So it sounds like it's Kettle and Tempe ahead, and then it's Leela and Reader.
Okay.
And then Vasily's kind of next to Reader. I feel like if she's not out in front, Mercy might be in the back, making sure the rest of the group is okay. Maybe we can keep our...
Forming that AC sandwich that we so love.
Yeah. And our delicate filling, Constantina and Vargas are maybe in the middle somewhere.
I'm very soft
very
and
delicate.
also don't love danger, so I want to be protected.
I love danger, but not consequences. All right, so let's just put that there. No reason. All right, what a delight. As we proceed down these hallways, they begin to grow narrower and narrower, and these walls, they grow higher and higher and higher. As the ceiling comes down a little bit and just settles. You're no longer in this open area surrounded by these enormous statues carved from marble, obsidian, ivory. It gets darker as the walls close in. Are we doing double file or single file?
I imagine that Vargas is like clinging onto Constantina because she is a stronger than he is, and it's just like probably next to her, probably like because Vasily is too busy with her new best friend. So I am definitely weighing her down though, and just being like, what was that noise?
I'm fine with that. I'm kind of like absentmindedly patting Vargas's hand.
God, what was that noise? What was that noise? Was it
just a tummy rumbling? My tummy.
Yep.
Just a tummy rumbling? Just a rumble of...
My tummy. Yes, that is correct.
Air that is not quite still anymore. And it begins to vibrate against the stone, and you can hear that low groan as this wind against the sand begins to blow through the cracks in the walls. Or is it the skitter, skitter, skitter of little feet on that ceiling high above you?
Like cute little feet?
Define cute.
What ceiling feet are cute?
Little.
Like little toe-beamed feet.
Yeah.
Little toe-beamed feet. Do you think that they would have...
a bat.
A tap dancing bat. So would you prefer small feet or large feet?
They're cute at
This is a trick
sizes.
question, and I don't have to answer it. That's what my lawyer said.
You don't have to answer, Vargas. Do you want me to answer for you?
No, I want cute little feet, like, you know, the feet of, like, adorable cats. I will also take newborn puppies.
Newborn
Stuart
puppies.
Little. Can I just throw out there like a Stuart Little?
Like a Stuart Little. Small like a Stuart Little. I think that's a very, very good size.
No,
God damn it,
I don't like
Chad.
this anymore. It's not
How
cute
about the mouse?
anymore.
All right, sorry. No, can I do a different mouse? Mouse on the motorcycle because he brings medicine.
You're
He brings
right. Mouse
medicine.
on the motorcycle. They should be fast. And they are fast. They do sound fast, all of these feet. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
You're making it worse, Chad.
We were doing so well.
I'm in the back. I got a 6.
A 6. You don't quite see anything. Maybe you're just focused too much on that vision you had.
I got a 19. They're cute feet, right? Like
A 19. Oh, all that time clinging to Constantina gives you plenty of time to look around.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Your eyes are trained like a hawk. Look at you. Head guard of the House of Horosites. Who else?
I had a 14.
Oh,
Sorry.
14's good. What about you, Vasily?
15.
15. You've got quick eyes too. What'd you say, Constantina?
17.
17. Some of y'all have some great eyes, but you have better ears. And those ears hear this scurrying. They hear this thousands and thousands of small feet. And eventually the crunch of something beneath your feet. You can feel the walls are getting closer, which with each bump of those shoulders, that skittering increases.
Are we still hearing the doctor and Constance, right?
You can still hear the Dr. Kettel and Temperance talking away, arguing over some manner of scroll, some manner of language or translation that they can't seem to match. They are thoroughly engrossed.
Cool.
The room opens up. Like a new breath of, well, it's not very fresh air, is it? How can you tell, having never been in this room before, that no one else has been in this room for a very, very long time?
Dr. Kettel is making a big deal about it.
He is making a big deal, and he gesticulates wildly. He just, oh, look at, what have I found here? Oh, this must be something very important. Take a note, Temperance, take a note.
Can Lila kind of kneel down and look at the floor and see if the sand and dust has been disturbed other than by our feet?
There are no disturbances other than yours. Not on the floor.
So she would turn to Reader, and I guess by default towards the rest of the group. Whatever we are hearing, it is not on the floor. It is walking somewhere else.
Yes, and there's at least walls and ceilings and other dimensions. How can I cast? Make sure my light on my candle kind of like replace it with a newer illuminate a little bit more.
You can do whatever you want to, Reader. It's your adventure.
I'm going to swap out one of my candles just to give a new fresh one and try to, like, if I can't get light.
Oh no, chat froze.
You're stuck in the dark forever.
Chad, you froze for a second.
Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, you replaced your candle and then you froze.
Oh, no worries.
The dark powers came for you.
The dark internet powers came for me. I was going to say I'd like to swap out my candle and if I can get the ceiling from there. If not, Reader wants to do kind of like little hops up to get a little extra foot or two of light.
Cute.
Tell me about these candles and why you think you'd be able to reach the ceiling.
Well, Reader has been carrying this pack of candles from his father's workshop, and he always worked into the night with them, and he always was able to do even the most minute of details. I mean, he was in there with lenses and tiny little details, and still using just the light of one of those candles was enough to build a warforge while Reader assisted him. So he feels pretty confident about these candles' ability to shed some light on the situation.
These are candles especially made by your father or just used by him?
You know, Reader hadn't questioned where they had come from, but it was from his personal stock. So I'd say it was at least ones that if his father hadn't been making them, he was going to the same guy every time to get them.
All right. Use it as though it were a light spell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Do I need to roll for that?
No. 1 second.
Yeah, that's right. I'll BS some candle backstory. Let's go.
I gave you the opportunity to BS some candles backstory.
I appreciated it.
You're welcome. All right. 20-foot radius for bright light, 20-foot dim light. That is what your father's candles give you. The ceiling is about 40 feet up in here.
Okay.
So you can make the barest outlines, these shadows that are shifting across the stones high above you.
What does Reader see? What does Reader see?
Give me a perception roll.
Oh, Reader real scared.
No, you'll be fine. Everything is fine.
Let's see. Perception, that was a 15.
Shifting shadows.
Above us, friends.
You dropped out for me, hon. I didn't hear you.
I'm so sorry. I'm gonna turn off all my streaming. I believe the threat may be above us, friends.
If Mercy is in the very back, how many people are between her and like Reader and Lila?
Okay, according to the marching order, coming in, unless all of you would like to enter the room together, it is a big open room as opposed to the narrower tunnel that you just came through to get here. Would we all like to enter the room, in which case you could be as close to them as you wish, or would you like to remain in your marching order in the hallway?
I feel like this is a trick.
At this point, I feel like Constantina is now carrying me, like fireman carrying me, like in episodes of Scooby-Doo, where Scooby is carrying Shaggy in this manner.
It's the best version of it. It's the best
It
permutation.
really is.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Okay.
I feel like maybe the group got... Oh my god, sorry, my cat just like yanked my headphones. Okay. I feel like the group maybe got like halfway in and stopped and are like observing the shadows on the ceiling, and Mercy,
that's what it sounds like,
in the very back is pushing her way through.
If you push your way through, do you touch the wall at all? It's very narrow through this doorway.
I probably not purposefully, but maybe. Yes.
Can you give me a super fast dexterity check, just a saving throw for me?
Okay.
No reason.
Okay, I got a really high number. It's 19 on the die, and if it's a saving throw, I add stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Infinity, 22.
Infinity sounds fake, but I will accept 22.
Okay.
Yeah, you brush past the wall, and you can feel something skitter across your arm for a moment. It's gone.
Oh.
You get through.
Why did we stop?
Well, there were noises, and we thought it better to be cautious.
Oh, I didn't hear anything. And if Reader is looking up with his candle, Mercy will also look up. I don't know if she's able to observe anything because she, in addition to there being dim light up there, she has dark vision.
Okay, so how far does your dark vision go? 60 feet?
I feel like whenever
feet?
the standard is like, is it like 50 or 60?
Yeah,
60
so we'll say 60 feet from the beginning of the dim light, and it is a 40-foot tall ceiling. You can see up there, and what you see is this writhing mass of many, if you had to guess from where you were, you'd say coin-sized bodies.
Sorry, what did I walk back into? Coin-sized bodies?
Mercy is looking up with her dark vision at the ceiling,
sure,
accompanying
cool.
your candlelight.
There are roiling, writhing mass that climb over each other, forming clumps and clouds against the stones.
Mercy stares up, her mouth agape, and then realizes there's a bunch of tiny things on the ceiling, and then claps her hands over her mouth, so that tiny things can't fall into it.
Yeah, with your vision, you can see every once in a while they drop from the ceiling like rain.
There's tiny things. Do they look like bugs?
They do look like bugs.
Oh, is there bugs? Ew! And she kind of like, for those who look like they're more explorers, but not necessarily adventurers, she kind of shoos them into the halls a little bit.
Vasily wants to look after Mercy starts commenting on it. And Vasily also has dark vision, so I assume she can see some of them kind of dropping as well. Is she able to pick one up and examine it a little closer?
Yeah, grab one. Give me a... Do you want to... Do you want to grab it swiftly or safely?
Safely. She would be cautious about it because she's trying to examine it, so.
Sleight of hand.
No, Vasily, it's gross. Don't touch it.
It's just a bug. What's the worst it could do?
But there's so many. If there's too many of anything, it's gross.
We were just talking about the scarabs from the mummy.
I know, that's what I was thinking about. I got a 14 on sleight of hand.
14 on sleight of hand. You're in luck. You reach out and you snatch one. How do you catch it?
I think she would, since she is being careful, she would kind of look around, find one that was kind of off by itself, and maybe kind of wriggling around on its back, whatever it looks like, because it hasn't been described yet, and kind of like scoop it up very carefully with both her hands cupped, and then close her hands around it and bring it close to her.
How close?
I mean, I would say maybe like a foot away from her face, so she can kind of like slightly open her hands and take a closer look.
All right. And you cup your hands together and you bring it about a foot away from you. And with your dark vision, you can see perfectly. I mean, the two of you have a red vision, right? Everything's in red and shades of red for tieflings. Is that correct?
Oh, I didn't know that. I
didn't know that either. That's
JK.
No, it sounds like Predator. That sounds
yeah.
It's so sad. You don't get to see all the colors of the rainbow. That's so sad.
Yeah. Well, just for dark vision.
Oh, still. Yeah, just, you know.
They can see as many colors. Well, they can see like one more color than most.
What if this is
people.
how we find out that like Vasily was colorblind and just now they can't enlist in the Air Force?
Aww.
What is the Ravenloft Air Force called? Time out.
Scare
What's
Force.
The
Scare Force.
Force.
You're welcome.
Nice. Okay, time back in. Yeah, you hold it up, you cup it close to your face, and you take a look at it with your red vision, your shifting shades of red in between your gloved hands, and this iridescent beetle looks back at you. It turns its entire body, this fat, plump drop of blood in your hands with so many legs. It turns in a circle. When it looks up at you, you see that it has a small man's face.
What? I was not expecting a tiny
small
face.
Or is it the face of a small man?
Exactly my
yes.
question. Thank you. Is it Danny DeVito's face or is it a small
Could it be
face?
Danny DeVito's face?
It's not Danny DeVito's face.
Okay.
We can't afford that.
I
Yeah,
know.
we can't be so lucky.
I'm sorry. It's Charlie's face.
Honestly, that makes
I
more
accept
sense.
it. Yeah.
Gonna try and bite you.
Okay, what do I need to do?
It's gonna roll against your it's gonna roll against your AC, and it misses.
Okay.
It can't get through your gloves.
Okay. I want to put it in something.
You want to put it in a jar?
Yeah, I want to put it in a jar that I have on my belt.
Okay.
If that is all right, just like
Yeah.
stopper it and maybe like shake it around a little bit.
Yeah,
out of
when
spite.
you get your jar, it's gonna try and escape. So roll me a sleight of hand to hold on to it.
Okay. All right, that is a 13 this time.
All right. It also got a 13.
Now, do we like? Does Final Fantasy music play and we have to like do something like?
I'm trying to decide who's defending here. So it's like It's rolling to escape, and you're rolling to hold on to it. If this were a grapple check, it would break. So
should we do another check then, since it was like boom, and there's still something going on?
No, it's not a tie. Meets it, beats it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. So it gets away between your fingers.
I'm not used to bottle mechanics.
How close is Lila to Vasily at this point? How far back was Vasily?
I would say since Mercy pushed past Vasily to get into there, Vasily is right behind Reader, so at least 10 feet away.
Can she use the super duper monk reflexes to catch the bug?
There are bugs everywhere, Lila.
I will catch a bug and pretend it is the bug that got away.
Yeah, give me a safely or swiftly.
I am quite fantastic.
Awesome. Safely or swiftly?
Swiftly.
Okay, acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Oh, no.
Kelly rolls really well. This is a big lie.
Oh boy.
Actually, dirty 20.
Yeah, you definitely
15 plus 5.
Tell me what it looks like, because this thing rolled so low that it's gonna look cool.
So, Lila kind of looks back and she sees the grapple with the bottle. And she understands that she has not done much to endear herself to these random people. And you should endear yourself to people you will probably be fighting monsters with. So she reaches out as she watches the bug go away, and it almost looks like she wasn't even looking at the bug. She's just side-eye, and her hand just whips out and grabs it, and she turns and drops it into the bottle.
And Vasily just like, I'm guessing this happened in such a swift manner that Vasily is just like grumbling about the bug getting away, and then all of a sudden another one falls into the bottle, and she's just like, whoop, whoop, and like stoppers it.
Yeah, Vasily, it's incredible.
It's like watching the tongue out of a chameleon just go kind of thing.
She like stoppers the bottle and then like looks over at Lila, and then a little bead of sweat runs down her forehead because she's very intimidated now.
Lila's too cool to be looking to see if she was seen.
Oh, very nice. Roll a cool check. Use your charisma.
I have a cool check.
Yeah, do it.
You watch. This is gonna be bad. What is that? Alright. Ooh. I'm rolling really well tonight. But, oh God, I don't want to say that because then I'm gonna.
What's your charisma? Come on. Just use your charisma modifier.
19.
Oh snap! It's so cool.
It's like a pair of sunglasses materialized out of nowhere on your face.
It's amazing.
There are invisible explosions behind me that I'm not looking
Yeah,
at.
everybody thinks that maybe they can hear like. Is that Kenny Loggins? Could be.
Stop.
Are you thinking more like Footloose or Caddyshack for soundtrack? Which one are you thinking, TK?
Top Gun.
Ooh, okay, good. Way cooler.
Oh, dang.
Drag myself and say,
but yeah,
when I was in high school, the first song I learned to play on the bass guitar was Highway to the Danger Zone.
Yes! The only song. All right, my dears.
So obviously Lila now sees that there's bugs everywhere.
Yeah, there's bugs everywhere.
So they're just like raining down on all of us.
Ew.
When we say raining down, I mean more like this is more of a situation of, say, Indiana Jones than it is the Mummy.
Okay.
They're just minding their own business, and occasionally they fall off the ceiling.
With their tiny, tiny human faces.
With tiny, tiny human faces.
Is it like a beetle, but the head part is like a tiny person's head? Or
no,
is it
it's
like
a beetle's head.
But like has a little
Danny
nose
DeVito's
and
face.
And face
with
everything?
Charlie's face. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a beetle head. And the thing is that like when you look into the bottle and you look at this you examine the little beetle, you see that it is a very humanoid face, but there are mandibles that have sprouted curved its
Oh.
cheeks all the way back in a macabre smile.
Oh, it's
It's kinda
smiling.
cute.
Is it frozen in that sort of? Is it? I'm wondering.
Why are
if
we
its
making
face
it
is
scarier?
emoting.
You're making it
It's
scarier.
cute. It
Stop.
has a
No,
mustache.
it does not appear to be emoting unless you count its eyebrows looking particularly angry.
Okay.
I think Reader shouts down the hallway, Professor, we might have discovered a new species.
And you hear a sort of like harumph, and anybody who has dark vision can see these shoulders snap to, and then glance over the shoulder, and there's just this sort of furrowed brow. And I'm sure whatever you've discovered is perfectly adequate for amateurs.
That's very rude.
We'll add it to the wall when we get a moment to categorize all of the leavings and small things.
Could I roll a perception or intuition and kind of thing to see if like this is the professor that I've been working for X amount of days?
You could do an insight, yeah.
Insight? Yeah, thank you. Okay. Let's see. Oh, that's not great. That is a 8.
Seems fine.
Okay. I'm sure he's fine. Just
Maybe
as
he
dickish
just-
professor.
Maybe he just woke up a little too early or something. Ooh. Who knows? You know, organic beings are so tempestuous.
How's Temperance doing?
Would you like to insight check Temperance?
Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to do 2 insight? I don't know if that's bad form. I'd love to.
Would anybody else like to do something, or would you like to watch Chad try and be friends with these mean people?
Which is my entire life.
Is Temperance also mean, or do we get the sense that she just is given the grunt work by the professor?
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah.
Seems pretty nice so far.
I think she's overworked. If anything.
Yeah, so I was reading that. So let's see. Oh, that is pretty good insight. 21.
She does seem overworked. She seems tired, and what's more, with a 21, you get the sense there's something about her. There's something about the way that she carries herself, the way that she speaks, the way that she acts when the doctor isn't looking. It's one thing to be put upon because you have no choice. And yet, you, Constantina, with all of your training, there's something about you that can pinpoint somebody who is choosing to do something even though they have a choice not to. And that is the thing that frustrates her. Not being stuck in academia, not bending to the beck and call of this professor. There is something about her that feels as though she is merely biding her time.
Okay. I was basically wondering if she was, I guess, like keener than she was letting on. Like she seemed very bookish, but yeah, okay. Interesting.
And as Kettel rants and raves about every discovery that he himself finds, from shattered urns to these rusted embalming tools, you can see her hurriedly scritching in her journals. And every once in a while she'll glance up and she'll place those round glasses back on her nose. But there's one time where she glances up just once. You see her shoulders stiffen and her hands kind of twitch. She grips that quill a little too tight and then goes back to writing.
Is there anything else in this room aside from bugs?
Would you like to investigate?
Yeah, Mercy's gonna see the jar, observe that it has a face. Be like, that's weird. So that's weird. And then look around the room.
Yeah, as you look around the room, you see me scrolling up in my notes. That's fine. I'll take forever. It's okay, Chromebook. You're doing your best. As you look around, you see that the walls are lined with these standing sarcophagi. Each of them much less elaborate than the ones that you've seen in rooms before. They are metal, but the metal is corroded, it's rusted, it's old, and there doesn't appear to be any sign of the gilding that covered and was subsequently stolen from other sarcophagi. You see that there's over a dozen of these sarcophagi, coffins, perhaps minor officials. It's hard to tell, but there are no murals. There's no beautiful mosaics. Nothing in here that speaks of the gods or the houses. This is a very plain room. Now, there are broken urns and broken jars, embalming tools. But other than that, there's nothing to indicate that the people in this room would have been notable. And you get the sense that that is what is frustrating Dr. Kettel.
Okay. Then Mercy also is eager to move on from this room because there's gross face bugs, and she feels a sense of urgency to find the tomb they're meant to find.
Of course. And the rest of you also want to move on from this room?
Yes, I would like to ask Vargas if he has dark vision, because Constantina can't see anything right now because it's dark in here. She's got human eyes.
I'm assuming that I do.
Yeah, you're half elf.
Okay. So I might also clutch onto Vargas a little bit. Like, I will support Vargas physically, but he needs to guide me through the dark areas. So we're just kind of like leaning on each other.
Yeah, that's delightful.
It's cute. No, yeah.
Just pals. Just pals being dudes. Dudes being friends.
I think if Reader sees that Vasily has a specimen secured, he's feeling okay with moving forward, but he's very much like, we should study this once we get out of here.
That's what I was thinking.
I think naming rights, since the doctor isn't too interested in it.
Oh, I'm not very good at naming things. I usually just go with numbers. This one could be 7.
It's a fine name for a bug. 7.
There's so many more than 7, so...
Vasily's eyes, like, you can't see it behind her sunglasses, but she gets, like, a single tear in her eye because someone's excited about her naming something. Just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the back of Reader's mind is like, 7's not the best name for a bug, but we'll work in a subspecies name at some point afterwards to help better describe.
The full scientific name will be something longer.
Yeah.
I love that Reader is like talking to Vasily. It's like, oh, you think you can science? That's...
He's very excited for anyone being into the academic study.
Yeah.
Do you think they are born with tiny faces, or are they tiny golems? Mercy taps on the glass with her claw.
Vasily, like, twists it around to try and see if it looks mechanical or biological. I don't know if she can do some sort of check to kind of get some insight on that aspect.
Is there anything that comes with you being an artificer, or would you like to do an investigation?
I don't think there's like a specific check that's artificer special, but I am real smart, and I did make homunculi. So I mean, I don't know. It's the same.
All right, yeah, give me investigation. The rest of you, as Vasily is examining this tiny thing in this bottle, can hear the doctor, aha! Very clever, Temperance, as a hiss of something pneumatic. And you see a wall back up and slide to the side, revealing another tunnel.
Well, she got a 4 on her check, so I think she was just too emotional
It's a bug with a face.
Well, it's really hard to tell, Mercy, but maybe once we get it into my lab, we'll be able to have a better idea. She just kind of dramatically turns her face away because she's cool and has a lab and wants to seem cool to reader now.
Yeah, it's a bug with a face. Very cool. So, Kettle and Temperance continue down the tunnel, and you can hear the expedition closing in on this room as they come up behind you. Do you
Lyla
follow?
will follow
Oh,
the
go ahead.
Doctor and Temperance,
Mm-hmm.
but at a slightly less pursuant pace than before, because the Doctor seems to think he can fend for himself in here.
Yeah. So, you let him get a little bit ahead of you?
Just a little. I have dark vision, so I'm keeping them within
Within
where
your
I can
range.
kind of see them,
Okay.
just in case. But I might be hoping that he trips on a rock or something. Just
Very fun. So, are we doing the same marching order as before?
I gotta say, readers kind of compelled to check out this other hallway a little bit. You said it's a side entry, like a door, right? That comes
Yep,
in?
and Kettle and Temperance have already begun heading down this side door with this
Oh, sorry.
hallway.
Okay, I thought you said they went down doing the main path. Yes, I would like to follow them for sure.
Yeah, the main path led here to a room that appeared to have no doors, which I should have said at the beginning, but I was too busy pretending to be spooky.
It was very good, spooky.
Thank you. Finally, some appreciation, Kayla. All right. Does everybody go down the tunnel?
Yeah,
Or do
Mercy
you wait
makes
for the-
sure everyone in the expedition gets through the bug room safely before she follows.
As people come in as part of the expedition as well, you see each of them have their own flasks and bottles, and they start picking up handfuls of these little man-face bugs and picking up urns, bagging things.
Oh, I mean, I don't stop. I don't know how. Mercy doesn't know how expeditions like this work, so she's not too bothered that they're taking things, but she's keeping an eye on them to make sure they don't set off, like, they don't get squished by a weird trap or something.
Yeah, you can absolutely bring up the rear. Is the marching order the same otherwise? Well, you were bringing up the rear already, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I think as we walk away, Reader just yells back to the expedition group, like, "That all belongs in a museum, all of it."
It's futile, Reader. They will take it and claim it as theirs anyway.
Is that what they're doing? Wait, hold on. Are we stealing from this tomb? Like, it just hits Reader.
Do you know what the difference between tomb robbers and archaeologists is?
One has
No, but this sounds like the start of a great joke.
Yeah, I was gonna say European accents, but ooh, yikes!
All right, Reader pulls out the book and just goes, "Oh boy, book of crimes, just starts filling it out.
Crimes. This isn't crimes. It's academia. Excuse you. So Dr. Kettle gets rather ahead of you, Lila. You can hear his steps are becoming hurried, almost excited. And
Doctor?
Temperance has to kind of jog to keep up with him.
I would pick up my pace.
As you pick up your pace, you can hear he's not even mumbling under his breath. He's openly talking under his breath, and he's, "Oh yes, this must be all right. If this passage leads, okay, we're going west, and if this passage leads west, then that must mean we're right beneath it. Yes, that's right. We must be. Yes, we can only be about 20 feet from the priest quarters. There needs to be a handle somewhere, some sort of device. Look for Temperance. Take a note. Look for a lever or some manner of device. Just look around. Don't just stand. No, don't take notes. Don't just stand there. Just look around." That is what
Lila
you hear.
looks around.
Yeah, give me He's already told you what to look for. Give me investigation. The rest of you, are you increasing your pace when you see Lila increase her pace, or are you going at your own pace?
I don't want to get too far behind anyone, so I will like to keep up as brisk a pace as I can attached to Vargas.
Okay.
16? Okay, I'll remember that.
Oh no.
Now, Constantina, you are in front of. So you're with Vargas and you're with Mercy. So roll me in athletics real quick to make sure that you can keep up with the rest of them, because that's going to determine whether or not you, Vargas, and Constantina and Mercy are further away from the rest of the party.
Can't read any of my dice right now. That is what was it? Athletics?
Yeah.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Okay. No, you do great. You catch up in no time.
I think I still have a little residual werejackal strength in my body right now, so.
Maybe you're just jacked.
Oh, I fully accept that. It's canon now. I'm really muscular.
It's your new gray streak. It gives you power.
Yes. And like Vargas can really feel my muscles as he's like holding onto my arm. Yeah. So he knows.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you catch up, and Lila, you don't seem to see a lever. It's mostly smooth stone in here and sand. A ceiling that has come from 40 feet to a little under 10.
That's getting a little close to my head for what I would like. No lever. Are there any inscriptions on the walls, or just smooth?
It's all smooth stone in here. Now, they are bricks, but for the most part, unlettered. No nicks on them. Smooth as alabaster.
Professor, I think you may be incorrect about there being a lever.
I can't be incorrect. They're in my notes. Everybody just look. Just look for a lever in here. Professor, or a handle or a button. Look for anything.
Professor, if you will, may I consult with my notes and yours? Could I see yours for a second? And he reaches out his hand, like, can I, like, for the notes that he's referencing about this lever, he wants to fact check.
We've been over this. You know that I can't show you my notes until after the book's been peer reviewed.
Do I see the notes in his hand?
They're in Temperance's hands, and she is clutching them territorially.
It doesn't look like she wants to give them over. Okay, I'm not going to steal from Temperance. I won't do that. That's too far. That's too much for Reader.
It's very gentlemanly of you, Reader.
Well, he respects her.
Yeah, it'll serve you well here.
Is there another interpretation to lever? Perhaps this is like that Lord of the Rings where the word for door means friend. That's more metagame me than...
Yeah, Temperance, he just looks at Dr. Kettel, and Dr. Kettel looks back at Temperance and... Reader, we've already told you, nobody here listens to your podcasts.
that hurts Reader real bad.
For me, deep in my heart, I'm like,
damn. So,
Lila will look at Reader and say, Reader, I have just installed Spotify. I will listen to your podcast.
I'm not too proud to reuse a burn that I constantly use on Carlos.
Reader just sadly mutters, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
About this.
Yeah.
The episode.
Hey y'all, it's your boy Reader.
Or whatever.
That felt real bad.
I know, right? Doesn't it feel like we all just like sinned a little bit?
Oh my god, I can't breathe. Okay.
Dark powers checks for everyone. It's on the house. All right. So, anybody else like to look for a lever?
I want to look for anything that looks remotely abnormal. Maybe not a lever, just like if there's like some kind of symbol or some kind of something on the wall that stands out.
Roll me investigation.
Okay.
The rest of you, now the doctor has stopped in the middle of this hallway. There's still hallway beyond him in Temperance, but he's just gesturing again at the walls, and insists that there must be some manner of lever or doorway.
Okay, I got my roll. And Ashley, did you say you wanted to roll too? Did you want to be looking with me?
Yeah, I mean, I want to be useful in here, so I can't really see very well.
Use your werejackal eyes.
I don't think that gives me dark vision. I've asked before,
It
other
doesn't.
than them looking really cool in the dark.
Yeah. And I don't think that your other perception stuff will work either here.
I don't think so either.
So can I smell a door?
Ooh,
I think I do have really good smell and hearing. Yeah. So I will be like weirdly like snorting. Like
yeah.
my cat,
how
cat
would
when she
how
puts her
would
face
you
up against
justify that?
Sniffing out the truth.
Yeah, I will. Vargas, I'm sorry, but my smell sense is a lot better than my vision here. So I know it sounds a little gross, but just trying to help where I can.
All right, I will let her know, and then I'll just like stand in the room, like, but you'll come back, right? You'll come back.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to go very far.
Okay. I just want to make sure, because
I don't want to like trip and fall into some sort of like pit or tomb or something. So
yeah, like the pit with the spikes. Remember that?
Yeah, that was.
They were bombed.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. So I won't go very far, but I feel like I should contribute something. So.
All right, Rover, go on, sniff it out then.
Okay, and I do. Or I try.
Okay.
Well,
Give me investigation.
Vasily got 19 for looking with her eyes.
For looking with them eyes.
With them eyes.
With them eyes.
I think that was bad. So maybe smelling was a bad option. Because I got the
smell like
one.
Vargas's perfume.
Yeah, I like to think that I smell that. They probably smell my own perfume, and that is pretty much it. Because
Vargas's hair care product.
Yes, Vargas, I think I just smell you. I mean, you smell really good.
Yeah,
I do. That's correct.
Vargas, is that shea butter?
Yeah, shea moisture. Vargas has a freaking like silk wave cap in his bag. A do-rag.
It's just satin bonnet.
I hate him. He's terrible, TK. Get rid of him. He wears
I'm trying.
He wears it like to the 7-Eleven like he ain't got no shame.
He's got a pair of fur-lined house shoes in there too.
He also keeps it next to his ShamWow.
Yeah, he does. Sister Mary Margaret. All right. Vasily, there are a couple of bricks that are loose. Perhaps you could push them. Constantina. You don't smell a door. How would you smell a door? What does a door smell like? You don't smell air. You don't hear air whistling through the cracks of where a door ought to be. You don't hear a pneumatic system similar to the door that opened in the large room with all of the beetles with the men's faces, but you do smell something down the hallway.
Yeah, it's more like it's almost like it's not like a specific scent that I smell. It just smells like a change. Like it just smells like when you go into like a musty room.
Yeah.
Like there's like this place smells very stale, but I don't know, it just smells like off somehow. It smells different.
But the thing is that it does smell musty, but it doesn't smell like a change in the air. It smells like preservatives.
Like pickles?
It smells like old linen.
Don't judge me, Lysa.
It smells like old meat, long dead.
Oh.
Sounds like it too, as it grows closer down the hallway. But you can't see it, can you? Not with those human eyes. All you can hear is the rustle of fabric against sand and long nails as they trail along that stone.
I think that there's something coming down the hallway. I can hear it and I can smell it. It is not pickles. I repeat, it is not pickles. It's bad preservatives.
Mercy's shouting shouting, I guess, from down the hall. Why did we stop? She's behind the whole expedition. What is this about pickles?
I said it wasn't pickles. I think something's coming that I don't think it sounds very good. And they are making a scraping sound, and it smells bad. Like, smells like bad, rotten things, which is never a good smell unless
This is
it's
a mess?
intentional.
Okay, I'll be served 1 second. And Mercy's starting to push through the crowd to get to that area.
Is it past from where Lila is? Is it past the professor?
It's past the professor, beyond there, and you're starting to see Lila at the edge of your dark vision. 3 figures staggering through the sand. These tunnels are about 8 feet wide. The ceiling is 10 feet tall.
Lila will reach out for Reader and say something's coming, and she'll touch the amulet at her neck and cast light, so that everyone else can see, and she'll start to move forward.
All right. You move forward.
Defensive wall with you, sort of thing.
2 by 2, right next to each other. Now, keep in mind, if you are too close to each other in an 8-foot wide tunnel, it could inhibit your 5-foot reach for a lot of attacks.
Stagger, maybe. Let's stagger.
Yeah. Do you have like any weapons or like what are you rocking, by the way?
She has a quarterstaff across her back, but she makes no move to draw it.
Okay, I think I'm going with like rapier, but I'm trying to do kind of like Spartan style, like walking forward, like ready to like thrust if need be. But yeah, I'll be like ready to go over your like shoulder if need be, if you wanted to go first.
And I assume that Reader and I are close enough. I can see he has a rapier, and I will be like, duck if sword. And so he can like
yeah, I look forward to like thrust pass, and this will totally not go bad.
Yeah. As you are starting to move forward, I will give you that moving forward, that readying for this attack. But as you move forward, there is something about the sand that is very strange. And you feel it has begun to shift.
Cool.
I would like the group of you to roll me initiative. Now, the way that we like to do initiative is we like to do nice little cinematic popcorn initiative, also known for some people as basketball initiative. That means that the person who rolls the highest in initiative determines the next person in the order, no exceptions. We're not typically the people who like to pass, but if you really just don't know what you're going to do, just say, I'm going to go to the end of the line. And that means that when all of the orders are done, we'll pick you. Now, if you don't pick bad guys, they're going to pick themselves. And they're going to do it twice. So if, for example, Lila got top of initiative, she could pick Mercy, who could pick Constantina, who could pick Vargas, who could pick Reader, who could pick Vasily. Vasily would have to pick the bad guys. And the bad guys are going to pick each other. And then they're going to pick each other at the top of the round. Now, if one of you are at the end of the round, you can pick yourself for the top of the round. Those are the rules. Cool. What's our initiative look like?
I have advantage on initiative, just so I'm getting that out of the way, which is really good. Oh.
All right, let's start with one person first, so I know what everybody's saying, and I'm gonna start going this way on what my Zoom screen is. Lysa, what's
22.
Mercy's initiative? 22. Constantina.
12.
Vasily.
18.
Vargas.
14.
Reader.
23.
Lila.
18.
All right, 23's top of the round.
All right, so that means Reader's going first. Okay.
Yes.
We're just in it. I would like to. You say there's three of these. Are we allowed to say mummies? Are we allowed to say?
Yeah, you can tell now that as they come into your vision that they are mummies.
Okay. And I would kind of thrust stab at the first, the first one, like the head of the pack.
And as you thrust forward at them, you can hear Kettle, "No, they're priceless artifacts."
I'm like, now you care? As I'm like mid thrust, yeah.
Yeah, roll the hit.
Okay. That was a bad roll. Went off the table. All right. Let's see. To hit with a rapier.
What was that?
19, please.
19. Yeah, you hit.
Nice. How's that mummy feeling about a sword right in its chest?
A sword.
A sword.
All right. Now you're within 5 feet of Lyla, so you can take backstab. Or not backstab, sneak attack. They don't call it backstab anymore.
Awesome, that's right. I forgot I could do that too.
Yes.
I'd look at my own sneak attack in 5 edition is how much bonus? That is, let's see.
It should be on your character sheet.
Yeah, it's been a while since I got a sneak attack. There you go. Extra 4d6 damage.
You're level 8 now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's I said. It doesn't seem right because I haven't played as level 8 before. I'm like, that seems very high. Okay.
Yeah. So roll your damage.
Let's see. Let me do that. It's +6. I have to do this. I hate math. I hate math so much. 6, 5, 11, 5. Awesome. 16, right? Crap. Yeah. Awesome.
No, he froze.
Awesome.
You froze.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Am I here?
Yeah, you're
it's
back.
Funny because it's like now you could pretty much you could just say it was anything.
I rolled.
I have no idea.
Awesome. I rolled great. It was for my bonus damage. It was a 6, a 5, a 5, and a 6. That's one of the best rolls I've ever done. And that's not just because I blacked out of internet.
Well, what was your regular damage?
That's the one I forgot to do. So I will.
Okay, yeah, you have to do that one too.
Yeah. Let's see. That I swear to God, 1d8 got an 8 plus 5, so that would be 13 plus
35.
That's like the best roll Reader's ever done.
Tell me about your rapier.
The rapier is one of Father's weapons, of course. It always goes back to Father. But it was meant for another one of the Warforged that was not him, since Reader was an assistant. But he kind of picked it up when he took it out on his quest. And while it wasn't meant for him, he has grown accustomed to it and appreciates his father's work on the rapier.
What a delightful story. Let me just check something real quick.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I have an illegal rapier, probably.
Super illegal. Okay. Then yes, it will take that damage. How much was it?
Remind me. 1d8
35.
Thank you
35.
so much.
Thank you.
That's a high roll for Reader.
I just needed to check and see whether or not you had a magical weapon.
Yes. No, it is not magical.
No, it is. It's +1.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. Okay. It is. That's right. It's on my character sheet. You're right. What am I doing? I'm hurting myself. Okay.
Do you want me to give it back?
No, please. It's magical.
All right. So, as part of popcorn, who would you like to popcorn to? I'm going to start this new thing. If you are ready to be popcorn to, raise your hand.
Oh, interesting. I get to kind of click around. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Lyla. Let's go.
That way, everyone feels prepared when they get picked.
Okay. So, Lyla kind of ducks to the side so that Reader can get his fancy attack in. And then she will slide forward really quick and do a double boom boom on the mummy that he actually just stabbed.
Nice.
And, okay, so I get 2 hits, I believe. First hit, oh God, math in public, is 21.
Nice.
So that will be 4 damage. And I would like the second attack. No, I've never played a monk, so I think this is how this works. For my second attack, I'd like to spend a key point for stunning strike.
Go ahead.
Is that how this works? Okay.
Stunning strike is just the 1 key point?
It's 1 key point.
Okay, yes. Yeah.
That's going to be a 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that I roll damage on 2, but I don't know what my damage is on that. There you are. No, it's not. I guess I don't have stunning strike on this sheet, so I apologize. I will do flurry of blows instead.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, open hand. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yep, my bad. Wrong.
JK.
9 damage.
Yeah. So how much is that altogether?
13.
All right. Let me just.
Because I don't. Somebody tell me, because I feel stupid. Do I get 2 strikes and then the key attack, or just the 1 and key?
I'm very clueless on monks.
You take the attack action on your turn, so you get as many attacks as you would get, and then you spend 1 key to make 2 more strikes.
Oh, so I get 2 more now because I only rolled 2 so far.
Yeah. So basically, you would attack the number that you get to attack, and then you get 2 extra key attacks or 2 extra flurry of blows.
Okay, that's
why it's a flurry of blows.
That's another 21 to hit. That's another 5 damage, so we're at 18. That's going to fail with an 11. So
meets it, beats it.
Oh.
Okay. And that's going to be another 8 damage. So 25, 46.
You are like lightning.
Very, very frightening.
Now I'm not going to let you kill it.
Oh.
That was your choice. You made that happen. I'm just kidding. How do you kill it? How do you put this mummy down?
How do I put this mummy down? So what everybody else would see is just the 2 first strikes, the 3rd, and then as she's lining up for the 4th, she sees that the mummy is faltering and is about to be destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
So as she lands the 4th hit, she rests her fist on the center of the mummy, and you, reader, is the only one close enough, I think, who would see her lips move as she says something to the mummy, and it becomes deceased. But it seems to look slightly less angry in death.
Wow. So, is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of my turn. Who wants some popcorn? All
right, raise your hand if you're ready to popcorn.
I'm going to popcorn to Kayla.
Hey. I was curious about the distance between everyone and the mummies.
Okay, so previously you were about 10 to 15 feet behind Kettel and Temperance. Since the beginning of this fight, they have come more towards you and are like huddling against the wall. You will have to ease past them to get to the fight. Then 10 feet ahead of them is Reader. 5 feet ahead of Reader is Lyla, and 10 feet ahead of Lyla is Mummy, one of the second mummies, because she just beat the crap out of another mummy. So there are 2 mummies beyond her. So
okay, so she's 10 feet away from the closest mummy, and I'm about,
so you're about
like 20
30.
Okay, 30. Okay, that's
so
what
10 feet from where they were, and then 10 feet ahead of that is Lyla. 10 feet ahead of Lyla is the mummy. You are 30 feet away from the closest mummy, but you're gonna have to ease past everybody to get there. You can't stop in their squares.
That's basically fine. I'm just doing something that's ranged. That's what I was wondering.
Please choose something with a splash zone. I would love that.
Stop. Well, that's why I was asking the distance.
Do it.
So if Lila's 10 feet away, then I would like to.
Lila is 20 feet away.
I mean, from the mummy.
Yeah, from the mummy.
And I'm choosing something that has a 60-foot range as far as I could like throw it, and has a 5-foot radius. And that is Pyrotechnics, which is an instantaneous spell where I can choose an area of non-magical flame that you can see. But the thing I'm confused about is like, does something have to be on fire, or can I just cast it as fireworks? Because it says I could cast it as fireworks.
The fireworks are harmless if you cast it as fireworks.
Yeah, I want to blind them. Because it says if you do that, then it blinds them for.
Let me look at the spell. Read it to me.
It says choose an area of non-magical flame that you can see and that fits within a 5-foot cube within range. You can extinguish the fire in that area or create either fireworks or smoke when you do so. And then fireworks, the target explodes with a dazzling display. So there has to be a fire there, right? Because I couldn't. That's what I was confused about too.
Yeah.
I was like, does it create fireworks?
Yeah, you still have to choose the flame because it's a lot like control fire. So you have to choose an actual flame first.
Okay, never mind. I do ice knife.
Unless you want to choose the flame one.
No, it'd be Reader's head, and I'm like, no, I don't want to hurt him, my son. That's what I was confused about. I want to make sure because I've not been able to use that yet.
So you're casting ice knife instead.
Yes, which is 60-foot range spell. So I got a 15 to hit.
Okay, yeah, hits.
And I'm just throwing it at the closest living mummy. And if that hits, and I'm going to do it from seconds level spell slot. So that is going to be 3d6.
Okay.
Or no. 1d10 piercing damage. And then the shard explodes. And the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 cold damage.
Okay, give me that piercing damage first.
Yes,
How much was it?
Sorry. It was 1d10 and I got an 8.
And you cast it out.
Second level.
Second level? Okay.
So normally it's 2d6, but it says it's an additional 1d6 for each slot above first. So that would be 3d6 cold damage.
Okay, well, all 3 creatures succeeded on their dexterity saving throw.
No. Okay,
Isn't one dead?
One of them is dead. All
were there
3
4?
creatures.
What?
Oh, cool.
Oh, right. The sand was moving. Right. Okay. I forgot.
Okay. But that is. I guess that's all I do then. If they all succeeded, they're so dexterous.
Now, do they? Okay, so if they succeed, they take no damage. Then
Yeah. It doesn't say they take. Yeah, it doesn't say they take half. Unfortunately.
That's fine. Who's ready to be popcorn to? Is that the end of your turn? Are you moving? Anything?
Correct. I'm gonna stay where I am.
All right. Who's ready to be popcorn to? Raise your hand.
I'll popcorn to Mercy.
All right.
Okay. So Mercy was in the back, so she's got to move quite a bit to get to the front line.
Yeah, she does.
And she starts. So I'm going to use my action to dash.
Okay.
And so she starts pushing through people. The strength that she gets from her gauntlet is still pretty new to her, so I kind of imagine she's like kind of throwing people against walls by accident whenever she uses that arm.
Can you roll 2d6s real quick?
No, I don't. Don't make me accidentally hurt someone. 10.
It's too late. Okay, so what's on one and what's on the other?
A 5 and a 5.
Okay, so both Temperance and Kettle take 5 as you slam them against walls going past them.
That makes sense because they're closest to the action. She starts pushing through and she starts to hear the mummy groans, hear the sound of combat, and she starts getting more frantic.
Sand is still shifting under you.
I haven't forgotten.
I know.
She maybe is only half registering that. Because she sees these undead in front of her. And she like carefully pushes past Reader. And as she's going, she's like rubbing her gauntlet and her clawed hand together, and there's like static building up, little red sparks. And then she puts her gauntleted hand over Lila's shoulder, and goes bang, and a red lightning bolt fills the hallway.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. Okay.
Okay.
Real scared.
Scared.
I don't know.
Okay, now I'm scared though. It's a DC 15 dexterity saving throw against my lightning bolt. And meanwhile, I will roll 8d6. 5, 9, 11, 14, 19, 22, 27 plus 4, 31 lightning damage on a failed save, 15 on a success.
Louise. Hate that. Okay. One mummy. Tell me about that mummy.
Mercy is like rushing forward. She says, bang, and her she maybe says like a little prayer to or against death as she sees that there's undead in front of her, and the lightning strikes the mummy, and like all of its wrappings sort of like unravel and like are floaty in the air before they like fall on the sand.
Yeah, it absolutely like it's annihilated, blasted into ash against the walls. You got one mummy.
Nicely done.
And
yeah, Lila would look up at Mercy and just
And
be like,
some sand.
That is very impressive.
Sarah Undead, we must be close. And I'm actually, before we all forget, I'm going to popcorn to the bad guys. Or if they're separate, I'll popcorn to the
They are separate.
You smiling. So Mercy isn't aware. I actually, I will kind of want to popcorn to the sand just to see what it is, but it might also just screw us all over.
What?
But I'm going to do it. I'm going to popcorn to the sand.
All right, popcorn
Maybe
to
it's
the
a good
sand.
thing.
Popcorn to the sand, and as you do popcorn to the sand, that is when, Lila, beneath you, you can feel that sand move and rise and writhe underneath you. Something is going to attempt to grab you.
Mm-hmm.
It's Jimmy Buffett, guys. Watch out. It's Jimmy Buffett.
It you know what? It is Jimmy Buffett. I should have known it was him. And it's going to try to wrap its hands around your ankle for 21. Is that anywhere close to your armor class? I can't see your armor class. So
yeah.
Wasting away in Margaritaville.
Is there any way to? Is this an attack or just a grapple?
it is an attack.
Okay.
Yeah, because you can start to feel like this life begin to drain out of you a little bit. There is going to be some sweet necrotic damage.
Good.
You're going to take 15 necrotic damage as it tightens its grip around your ankle. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Why not? I mean, sure. Yeah,
I would love
that's
that.
the thing I can do. I can do that. Oh, that's, yeah. No, that's a 10.
Can you do me a favor and subtract 15 from your hit point maximum for me?
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, I'm spooked.
Oh, don't like the sand. Oh, also I forgot to say I used 2 sorcerer points. That's how I was able to cast that lightning bolt to quicken it. Yep.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, also it's gonna do it again.
No, what?
Wait. Oh, I'm resistant against necrotic.
Nice. So you'll only take half for both of those.
Okay.
It's gonna hit you for 15.
The attack to hit is 15?
Yep, the next one.
Nope.
Yeah.
I meet it.
No. Ooh.
So, yeah.
Meets it, beats it. It meets it.
Oh no.
No. Okay, fine. I was just excited for a minute, but go ahead.
Half of 15.
Okay, so that's
Constitution.
right. Another con save.
Yeah, give me con save, baby.
17.
As this shriveled body begins to rise from the sand and try to claw its way up you, you succeed on that Constitution save.
Mm-hmm. So my max HP was only lowered by the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
Is...
I'm gonna... What? Go ahead.
You said there's like a body that's climbing out of the sand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Body. No, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Also, I'm gonna popcorn to myself.
Remember 30 seconds ago when I thought maybe the sand was like a fun thing?
Yeah, like quicksand.
Thanks.
Yeah, like sand art, that thing you put in aquariums. That's fun.
That
Yeah,
mummy
could've been
is
that.
coming straight for you, and it's like magnetic sand. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, we should all
Yeah.
play with magnetic sand sometime. Who's the person who's in front?
I think it's still Lila. I'm right
Lila
behind
and me,
her.
right? Yeah, we're
Yeah.
the two up front.
Lila, I'm sorry. This mummy coming for you, and it's gonna fix you with a dreadful glare. Can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Natural 20.
I am so sorry. I meant a wisdom saving throw, but the natural 20 is going to stand. Because it's like you didn't add anything to it. So yes, you do succeed against this dreadful glare. You don't become frightened or anything. Or paralyzed. But it is making its way towards you. It's shuffling over the fallen body of its dead whatever they are, coworkers, and it's just going to thwack at you with a rotting fist.
Ew.
Let me roll for that real quick. It's a dirty 20.
Okay.
10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
10 necrotic damage, cut in half.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
13.
You beat it. No mummy rot.
Yay.
Yay!
Mummies
Who's
are
ready to
no
go next?
joke,
Raise your
man.
hands.
Are we back on the rotation? Or are we still
Yeah,
going?
it's
We're still
Vargas
first
and
rotation.
Constantina.
Yeah. I'm gonna jump to Constantina put Vargas down, so let's do Constantina.
Sure. So
I really want to see if Vargas shoots everyone.
I also want to see that. But first I will cast... I would like to cast... So there's sand stuff and mummy.
Mhm.
Yeah, and they're close to each other?
Well, the sand stuff is now a body crawling out of the sand?
Right.
Yes, it is now a shriveled, desiccated corpse crawling out of the sand.
I feel like that still qualifies as sand stuff, but it's a bit more descriptive. So I would like to cast Shatter.
Oh my gosh.
But
Ready?
I'm going to cast it at 3rd level. And it has a 10-foot radius sphere, and I really want to center it on just the creatures. If and whatever's like, I can't.
They're both within 5 feet of Lyla.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do that. My cool
Lila's tough.
No, I'm not. I don't want to include Lyla in that. I mean, I can't see very well. So for whatever I cast is going to have to do that. Okay.
Well, I have my light going on my amulet.
Okay, so I guess that would cast some light there for me to see that she is within that region. So I will not cast Shatter. I will instead cast.
I think you should.
Why are you encouraging me? To
You don't
be
even
player.
You don't even know her.
It's because I made them promise not to kill me. It's just they're just gonna make you do it.
I'm not gonna kill you on your birthday.
But we're not playing on my birthday.
You're right.
I feel like that would be, and Constantina would not want to do that. Ashley doesn't want to do that, and neither does Constantina. She does not want to hurt someone who's helping them.
You're fair. I'll stop trying to get you to kill your friends.
I appreciate you encouraging me to do that. Instead, I will cast, well, heck. I guess I'll do Dissonant Whispers on Sand Corpse.
Read Dissonant Whispers to me.
You whisper a discordant melody that only one creature of my choice can hear. They must make a wisdom saving throw. It causes psychic damage if that's what you were.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do it. I didn't want to make you waste a spell slot, so.
Yeah. I mean, with Constantina knowledge, we fought undead before.
Yeah.
To various effect. I mean, most of my stuff is psychic damage other than Shatter, so I feel like that's my option right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll work.
Okay. And I don't really have anything on my violin that will work.
If it works.
Well, it has to make a... You know what? I'm just going to cast it at 4th level. It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy, its wisdom is Garbo.
Good. Oh no, what is it?
It's very well read though.
What the heck?
I'm using my level up dice.
Throw those in the garbage, but don't actually do that. Just pretend. Put them on the outside. At a timeout.
Do you want me to use my unbalanced teeth dice?
I want you to use dice that work in my favor. Duh. Well, I try.
All right. Well.
But I don't think nothing happens if it succeeds.
Yeah.
Okay. It doesn't even take half?
Nope.
Let me look.
I'm reading it now.
Oh no.
Oh, it takes half as much damage and doesn't have to move away. Oh, okay. Sorry.
Okay.
I had it partially obscured by the zoom window. That's the helpful bit. So
thanks a lot, friendship.
I know. I see beautiful faces when I could see damage. So I'm going to roll real quick. So that is 66. I only have 5d6, so I'm going to have to roll. Okay, let's see. 10, 12, 18, 23, and 25 plus 6, 31. So half of that.
Wow.
15.
I just realized that this wasn't the monster that I thought it was. So I actually do have to make a couple changes. First of all, what was the lightning bolt damage? It was like 30 something.
31 or 15, depending on whether it's saved or not.
Damage.
Boy, can I relate. You know, you get used to this monster, you fall in love with it, and it's just not the monster you thought it was. And
keep it up, Chad.
Please keep it up, Chad. Please, you take the next necrotic hit.
Reader's already trying to figure out if he can have necrotic damage.
And I'm sorry. And then you said Dissonant Whispers was how much?
31 points total, but half is 15. Psychic damage.
15 damage. Okay. Because I thought for some reason that this was a very specific type of monster that I ended up throwing away, but the point is that it would have had evasion, but this one doesn't. So, never mind. It did take lightning bolt damage, and it will take that dissonant whispers damage. So things are going great. Who would you? You have to popcorn to Vargas. Vargas.
I would real quick like to give Vargas bardic inspiration.
Yes. Can't hear you, Hadeel. There you go.
Yay.
Would you like to shoot someone today, Vargas?
Maybe. I don't have to.
Okay, don't. That's fine.
But I'm gonna whip that thing out, and I'm just gonna shoot.
10 paces a turn just for fun, son.
We can do that whole song. I know all the lyrics. That's fine.
I know that you do, Chad. I know that you do. Just like you know all of the words to Hot Rod like I do, and also Hot Fuzz. Anyway.
Sorry.
I would like to shoot my gun, because I always got that thing on me.
Shoot it.
I can't remember how we decided the gun worked.
It says right on the gun sheet.
Oh, it's because I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Never mind.
Hadeel.
Listen.
Why did you raise your
hand?
Hoe?
I'm
the last person. It doesn't matter if I raise my hand or not.
Also, you're coming at us live from the test kitchen right now. You got your hands full.
Hey, you need me cooking up some pain, Hadeel.
Zero criticism right now. I'm gonna do
no comments at this time
because we have the Sandman and the last mummy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that like the description of a laser pistol on D&D Beyond is not great. That's not their fault though. I'm just gonna shoot it and I'll roll to hit. Does a 18 hit?
Wow, you're right. This is not a great description. Yeah, an 18 hits.
Okay, cool. 3d6s. Okay, that's gonna be 3, 2, 4. So 9.
Nice. That Sandman's looking real hurt. Anything else for me?
Let me see. No. That all.
Who would you like to select for the top of the round? Everybody raise your hand if you are ready.
I'll go to sweet baby boy Chad.
Fine.
Rita is here. God. So this Sandman mummy wants to try to pin it to the wall, sort of thing, with the rapier. He's worried about it going back down.
Okay, the Sandman, not the Mummy 3.
Yeah, not the Mummy 3, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, not that one. The Sandman would like to try to like pin to one of the nearest walls, if he can.
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. And am I still? I always forget how sneak attack works. If I'm near
you have to be within 5 feet of one of your companions.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm probably not near her enough to do it.
She didn't move.
Yeah, if you move close enough to skewer that monster that is holding on to her, then you will be there.
Okay. I also can always do an insightful fighting if I need to trigger as a bonus action if that's allowed. But if that'll work without, I want to attack. So let's see, roll to hits, right?
Yeah, get that boy, skewer him.
Skewer him right through.
Get them. I did. You froze up on me, so
I'm so sorry. That was an 11 to hit. It's not great.
I'm sorry.
I just whiffed right by.
Yeah, what happened? What happened there?
I think seeing, his new friend and partner, Lila, I'm assuming like her skin was like rotting a little bit. Probably freaked Reader out because he hasn't seen that before. He got a little spooked. And a little overzealous trying to keep that threat there.
Plus, this thing is holding on to her. Like, what if you get her on accident?
Oh yeah, that was also a factor. Totally.
Organics are incredibly fragile.
They really are. They should put everything in a metal casing like Reader. It's so much easier. Yeah, okay. I will do that. And I don't even want to disengage. I want to kind of try to like, if anything, it's like, watch out, come at me. I'm trying. If I can do anything to aggro it vocally, I'm doing it.
Okay. Who would you like to popcorn to? Raise your hand if you're ready.
Can't see her screen because I was going to go to Lila. Oh, there you go. Cool. I'm going to my combat partner who's in the middle of a mummy. You seem so bummed, TK, that I picked Lila.
Nobody ever picks me for this game.
We literally just did the last round.
You know
you're
what?
Right. Which is actually more than I usually get to go in these fights.
So quick question, TK. The hand has obviously got me. Is there a face coming up as well?
Oh yeah, it's
Anything
like
else?
total like torso has come out of the sand, is like trying to bear hug your little leggies.
Okay.
It's like
just so you know, they're not little.
I'm gonna get you.
She is pretty.
No, I know. I'm gonna get you.
All right, so here we go with the attack things, which is the thing I can do.
Amazon lady.
I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get your leggies.
Stop it.
That one is going to be that's going to be a 19 to hit, technically a 20 because I forgot my item last time.
100% you hit it.
Okay.
Are you punching it, kicking it? What are you doing?
I am punching it right in its face.
In the face.
I don't know how punching looks. I'm sorry.
6 damage on that one. And that's going to be a natural 1.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, did I get it?
Speak to me. Tell it to my ears.
Okay. So this time, Reader is close enough this time. So as Lila's fist, so she has one hand grabbing the wrist of it that's on her leg, and then her fist kind of goes right into its face, but then she opens her hand flat onto it and says, "You have been found wanting," and it dies. And dies looking very tormented.
Oh no. Okay. Awesome. Who would you like to popcorn to?
Oops, was I muted again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna popcorn to mummy number 3.
Yeah, mummy the third, Jet Li.
Yeah.
This mummy, it's the same mummy.
No, I don't want it to be Jet Li. Not Jet Li, please.
It's too late. This mummy's Jet Li. You decided it, Chad.
Damn. I was hoping for like later career Brendan Fraser than Jet Li, but that's fine.
You have decided the form.
Too late. It has
destroyer.
monk stats now. Yeah, this mummy's coming for you. Who's in front now? Reader, did you move in front, or is Lila still in front?
We're probably shoulder to shoulder if anything, but yeah, I definitely went forward. I don't know about you.
I think he stepped forward because I was grappled.
Okay.
That's true.
Reader.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready. All right, I need...
I threw you under that mummy bus.
I need that wisdom saving throw for its dreadful glare.
Okay.
Because it's coming for you. It's going to put its little dead fingies on you.
Cool. Okay.
It wants to touch your shiny body.
Yeah, Reader's not super wise. That's that's an 8.
Oh, buddy.
If he wants to talk to me about books, though, Reader has a high intelligence. He's happy to talk about books.
He doesn't want to talk about books.
Cool. Okay.
He wants to talk about you being frightened. You now have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls.
Okay.
While it's within your line of sight. Cool. And you can't move closer to it.
Jinkies.
So it's gonna punch you.
Cool.
It's gonna punch at you. Your AC is 18. Jeez Louise. Oh no, that was sad. It misses. And I think for some reason it came at you but didn't realize that you are armored in a way that it is actually your body. So it punches under one of your arms, trying to find that gap that is meant to be in armor, and there is no gap there.
I'm not even ticklish either.
It just stands there confused while you cower in its presence.
So we're both just frozen in
Yeah.
the same spot, just
It's like-
kind of like...
For some reason, it can't even bring itself to beat you up.
I'll take it.
I'm mad. I guess I'm gonna popcorn to everybody. Raise your hand if you're ready to go. Let's popcorn to. I'm gonna popcorn to Mercy.
Yay! All right. So Reader just pushed past it and is now like frozen in front of Lila, and the mummy is like frozen at Reader. So
Yeah.
Mercy's just going to tiptoe with her hoofies, kind of squeeze between Lila and Reader, and then kind of clenches her gauntlet into a fist and is going to shocking grasp punch the mummy, or attempt to.
Oh my lord.
Because
Okay.
Lila did punching and it was really cool. I think it's a roll to hit.
Let me see this sweet shocking grasp.
So it's a 13 plus 7, an unnatural 20.
13 plus 7. Yep.
So 2d8, 2 5s, so 10 lightning damage.
10 lightning damage.
Punch it.
Yeah, and you can see its arm and its body stiffens up like wood, but then it stops and it just smells like burned flesh. And it looks at you and its head rolls to the side on a broken neck. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be much effect.
Oh. Don't like that.
I mean, it does hurt it, but
Oh, okay.
it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
It's already dead.
It's pretty gross. Then I guess I will popcorn over to Vasily.
I already went this round. Dang it.
Oh my gosh, you're so greedy.
Shut up.
I closed my character sheet on accident, so I'm opening
Kayla.
it again. So am I close enough to approach? Since I was near Reader and Lila, I'm guessing I'm still close enough to approach them. They haven't like left my move radius.
Yeah, you're probably about 20 feet away from them. You haven't moved and they haven't moved.
Okay. I would like to...
You do see Dr. Kettel and Temperance cowering against the wall.
I would like to roll my eyes at Kettle because he's useless. And I would like to approach Reader and Lila and cast Enhance Ability on both of them, which I can do if I use a third spell slot. Third level spell slot, I can cast it on both of them. And I would like it to be Bear's Endurance. So that means they have advantage on Constitution checks, which I know you changed something about Reader's ability for checks, but I don't know if that negates it then.
He will roll normally.
Okay.
For Constitution only.
For Constitution only, and also they each gain 2d6 temporary hit points.
You said enhanced ability, is that right?
Yeah, enhance ability Bear's Endurance.
I need to put this on features.
And I feel like Vasily, I know it's touch, but I feel like for her, she would probably hand them both like a vial or like pour it on them of just like mysterious liquid.
She'll hand both of them a Centrum Silver.
Yeah, here you go.
We're old. That's why we laughed.
A little fiber tablet. There you go.
Women's one a day.
Metamucil.
Flintstone vitamin.
Oh my god.
The gummy kind.
Oh please. Yeah, I only take gummy vitamins.
Yeah. Okay. And that's an action. So is there anything else you want to do besides moving and doing that?
Nope, that's fine. So yeah, just make sure you both gain 2d6 temporary hit points and advantage on con checks.
Cool.
And I will popcorn to Constantina.
Yay. I am really want to use Shatter, but it's gonna hurt someone, so I will do Dissonant
Ashley,
Whispers.
you still can.
I'm not gonna do it. You can't make me do it.
Ashley, do you
No.
want to make a deal? If you cast
Maybe.
Shatter right now, I'll give you a level in Warlock.
Personal attack. That is.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. Trust me.
I mean, that sounds like
She
a
gonna
pretty
take
good
it from
deal.
me. They gonna take it from me.
You can have any patron you want.
All the patrons suck. None of them
nervous
are
sweating.
cool.
Hey,
I'll let you have a homebrew patron. And you also have to fail a dark powers check.
Wow.
Ashley,
No.
What?
This is so
much
tempting.
easier with Kayla.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I gotta stay strong. Constantina has a lot going on right now, so I don't know if she needs a patron on top of that because she's got a lot. Thank you for the very Ashley tailored offer, though. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I will cast Dissonant Whispers on Mummy.
Fine. What is
Let me
it?
add
Is
it.
wisdom?
Yeah.
No, it's bad. Okay. Mummies are not wise. Oh no.
Did you fail?
What's the number?
15.
I did fail.
Yes. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. 5d6.
I stopped rolling with the level up dice. No more. Not for the rest of this season. I'm exclusive level up dice.
Okay, that is 12 plus 4, 16, plus 2, 18, plus 6, 24. That sounds like correct math. 24 points of psychic damage.
Owie.
And it and you can see this black ooze, this bile-like substance begin to stain its bandages. And yet it lurches back to its feet. Vargas.
We can't get bardic inspiration.
Oh yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm sorry.
To reader. Fran, who I haven't really even talked to yet, but I want to help.
We're making a connection across the musty hallways.
Yes. I'll send you info if you need to know what that
Please,
says.
thank you. I appreciate that, actually.
I got you.
Vargas, you precious bean.
I just want to say sorry to Celeste if it sounds like my computer is going to space. I went to tab over to the Chrome icon so I could look at my character sheet, and I hit the Minecraft launcher. So I'll see y'all in hell, I guess. I would like to do a shooty shoot bang bang again.
Please.
And I will shoot. Did I shoot the sand last time?
You did, but it is dead.
Okay.
It's just this mummy left.
The mums. I shoot at the mums.
You look down the
17.
barrel of this pistol, you take aim, and this mummy raises its arm at you and shoot.
Yeah, I shoot it. It was 17.
You made it.
Oh, yeah.
Shoot that shot.
10 altogether.
Vargas.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
I'd like to think that it's not zombie, mummy. Sorry, that was racist. Its head just like kind of like, and it's like dust, and it just falls over, like a Red Dead Redemption or something.
Like that head from Scanners or wherever that just blows up.
Yeah, but it's just dust because they picked the brain out.
It's just old potpourri.
Oh, nice. And it's like a seashell in it or something, you know?
Yeah, it's absolutely a seashell. And as this last mummy falls, it collapses against the sand. You're alone in this tunnel. Can everybody roll me a perception?
That was a nat 20.
Ooh. I got a 19.
15.
I got 3.
All right.
Everyone who rolled above a 15, when you turn around, Dr. Kettel and Temperance are gone.
Those little weasels.
But readers Nat 20 sees that there is a brick that is partially depressed.
Right near where they were standing, I'm assuming.
A little farther down, farther down the hallway, past Vargas. Perhaps they crawled to reach it.
Reader's probably more worried than anything that they're just off, quote unquote, making purple, or making out. Is that an old Bible school term? Making purple.
What?
You've never heard making purple?
purple?
You never heard that? Yeah, it's a very actually outdated term, but I think about it. Yeah, it was like boys on one side, girls on the other. They're blue and red. Now I think about it, a very outdated terminology.
And like super like, it's kind of weird, but in a weird way, like kind of affirming of bisexuality. Like,
yeah, if anything, really. Yeah, it really is.
Even though it like hardcore reaffirms like a gender binary, whatever.
Yeah,
it
it's
doesn't
interesting.
matter.
It's interesting. I'll
Is
have
it
to contact my
progressive? No.
I'll have to contact my old youth pastor about it. Have some notes. Worried anyway that they're necking. He is going to run to the open brick and push on it or try to pull off of it.
Before we get into that, why would he be worried?
Well, he's still innocent. The two colleagues would be a conflict of interest for you to be dating your supervisor.
I'm sure.
And that's like the first thing he worries about is like,
Yeah.
oh no, they better not be making out.
They're making out down there.
And Jack Reader just comes in and he like turns the headlights on.
Leave the door open 3 inches.
I need to see everyone's hands. Where's everyone's hands?
The walls
Feet
are
on the
just steaming
floor.
up.
That's the rule. Feet on the floor. I quit. We're done. Okay. Reader, you get to this brick, you depress it all the way, you push it all the way in, almost the length of your forearm, and you hear a catch. And then it slowly begins to come out as you see this small tunnel as the bricks fold away, disappear. You will have to crawl through this tunnel to get to the next room. Would you like to?
Yes, if Reader can fit.
You can. It's about 3 feet high.
I call out to the rest of the group, like this way. Those kids are up to some trouble, and then I start crawling it.
Okay, old man Jenkins. Let me get my mummy mask.
Listen, I already had to yell at some kids in real life about having a pool party during a quarantine. I'm already feeling like an old man.
I get my mummy mask, scare these kids away from my farm. Do you follow him?
I don't really like tunnels. Tunnels are usually bad for me. Last time I went into a tunnel, I got turned into a werejackal.
You don't have to go.
Well, I can't stay here.
Oh, you can.
No, I don't like it.
Okay. Hey, what if you use shatter in the tunnel? That'll probably make it bigger, right?
I don't know, because then it would be filled with dead bodies of my friends.
2 levels in Warlock.
Don't you dare.
Okay.
You stop right now.
Okay. That's fine. It's like, I'll give you 2 levels in Warlock.
Yo.
I'm gonna stay strong to resist temptation. I guess I will go in, but I will
Be
probably be. Oh, that would be fun.
No, it wouldn't.
Great old one or bust. Okay.
I feel hold your ankle. It'll be okay.
I just don't like the small spaces. It's really. I don't know. It like makes me panicky and.
Can we see that how long the little tunnel is?
Yeah, you can see to the other side.
Okay. So we see that it opens up. It can't be that long.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's probably only about 20 or 30 feet long.
Oh.
Kind of long, but we can see it another side.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the flicker of torchlight.
Can I insight check the dungeon master? Because I feel like you're lying.
I'm gonna tell you right now that I have plus 20 to anything.
Fake. You can't
Is
just
it?
give yourself
Okay,
all the points.
roll a dark powers check.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vasily sees that Constantina's worried and like kind of feels a little bad because she was involved in the first tunnel incident.
She like literally traumatized her.
Yeah, so she puts her hand on Constantina's shoulder and she says, "Remember, you would definitely be the scariest thing in that tunnel because you're a werejackal."
That doesn't make me feel any better. It just sort of reminds me that something that I was already scared about, now it makes me even more scared because that happened to me last time I was in a tunnel. So thank you. Can you just hold my hand and just be supportive by not saying anything while I go through this? After we get on the other side, then you can tell me all the good things about being a werejackal, but maybe not right this second.
Oh my gosh. Vasily, like, after you started ranting, it started sounding like a mom in Charlie Brown, and she was just like, "I don't know what's happening. I'm being yelled at."
Mercy just walks up and like shoos Vasily away. And then
emotions, warning,
warning, alert.
And then kindly ushers Constantina towards the tunnel. I feel touch your foot so you know that I'm there.
Okay. I'm gonna go through like as fast as I can, and I'll try not to. I guess we have to like crawl, right? Because it's like 3 feet.
Yeah, it's about 3 feet high, 3 feet across.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna like dive in. I'm gonna close my eyes, which is not helpful when you're crawling through a tunnel, but I will do that to just cope and then try to like move as fast as I can.
Yeah. Mercy will sing while she crawls behind Constantina.
What will she sing?
Something she thinks that is really comforting. A nice little Eternal Order jingle about how it was once all the Grey Realms and it'll be the Grey Realms again. And we'll all die when death takes back the spark of life. Do-do-do.
Yeah.
So comforting.
Yeah, and it's very much like and by the end of the world we'll all be in our graves, buried deep beneath the earth, narrow, alone, cold for the rest of our lives. Like it's very like it's just constantly reminding her of her own claustrophobia.
But like but to a happy jingle.
Very happy jingle. Let's say it's to the tune of "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands."
100%.
And so everyone goes through the tunnel.
Lila would bring up the rear.
Yeah.
But both because Kelly knows TK and because Lila is suspicious. As she approaches the tunnel to crawl, can she hear any clicking that might indicate a timer on this sliding rock?
Kelly, would I?
I've been playing a lot of games with timer traps, okay?
Yeah, would you like to do a perception or investigation?
Yeah, well, let us see which one is better. They are the same. So I will probably do a perception since I'm trying to hear. Because I'm, the kind of clicking noise you'd get with the gears.
Yeah.
Dingy. That is 19! Yay.
Sounds safe.
Okay.
But you do hear something at the end of the tunnel. Perhaps the scuffling of feet, low murmur voices, a clatter and a thud.
She will very quickly make her way through the tunnel at that point. She just wanted to make sure that she wasn't going to get crushed by a ton of falling rock.
Not today.
Promises.
You emerge from the tunnel without incident. But it is at the end of the tunnel
the first person that comes out sees a crumpled form on the floor and a guttering torch as it sputters its last breaths of life beside the body of Dr. Kettel. As the group of you exit the tunnel, you hear shuffling footsteps and the sand shifting as someone comes nearer, someone comes closer to you, and when you turn around to see who it is, you see 5 identical Temperances, each of them holding a knife.
What?
All of them
This is
super
where we
hot.
end tonight.
What?
Oh. Too many Temperances.
Is it too many?
Vargas doesn't think so.
Maybe it's just enough.
It's just enough.
I'm good with 5, but it could have been 10 Temperances.
Oh no. Oh,
I'm good with 5 though.
Oh.
TK, I'm good with 5. Goodbye, TK. Goodbye forever.
I just walk out. I just leave. I turn off my camera. You never see me again. My Twitter disappears. All right. It's like I just leave. I go dark. My Facebook goes down. You're just like, what? I block all your numbers. Let's do outros.
Oh man.
We're gonna start with Miss Kelly. Who are you? Who have you been? Where can we find you? What are you working on right now? Tell me.
Okay, I'm Kelly. I'm the Opera Geek. You can find me at twitter.com/theoperageek. Yes. Or my website, kellybutler.com, where I will post any and all upcoming gigs, which there are none of for the foreseeable future. Thank you, quarantine. You can find me on my Twitch channel on Wednesdays playing Stardew Valley with cartographer extraordinaire Devin Rue. Our friendship is wholesome, her language is not, and neither are our jokes. But please come join us. I usually drink. Tuesdays, I'm on Wandering DM playing The Witcher. And Thursdays, I'm on Wandering DM playing Dragon Age. Yes, that's a thing that I do. And other than that, you can just follow me for shenanigans on the Twitters and my YouTube where I do the singing when I feel like it. Thank you for having me. No killing me, DK.
Next time, Gadget. All right, Chad.
Hi, I'm Chad. You can find me on some internet social media sites as Quantum Theory. It's a very funny pun on my last name that is only for me. I also write for cartoons. You Troll Hunters on Netflix or Unikitty on Cartoon Network and Hulu. I just finished writing on a Star Trek cartoon for Nickelodeon that is going to be animated and awesome, and I should have known better than to call us red shirts in the first episode with that in mind. And I also do a podcast with several friends called Goosebuds, where we read Goosebump books and YA novels. It's very, very fun, and we just put out a new shirt designed by Kayla. It's pretty rad. I love it. You should go check it out. You can find that on goosebudspod.com, and that's it. I'm excited to be alive still.
Hey, Chad.
Yes.
He's even got his Star Trek emblem and his red collar because his
really
name is
cute.
Scotty.
Oh.
There you go.
Ripperoni.
That's a good name.
All right, Ms. Ashley.
Hello, I'm Ashley Warren, and you can find me on Twitter at Ashley NH Warren and on my website, scribemind.com. I'm also the director of the RPG Writer Workshop, so if you would like to learn how to write cool D&D stuff, you can join our awesome community, and we have some cool courses available now, and we have a lot of stuff in the pipeline, and it's lots of fun. We have a website, www.rpgwriterworkshop.com, and yeah, cool. Don't look at me. I don't know how to end this.
Don't worry, I'll end it for you. Kayla?
That was pure. I'm dead. My name is Kayla, and you can find me online at KAYNCLI. I made a cool Goosebud shirt. Trashcoven.com. We just came out with some stuff. Holly and I have a surprise in a couple weeks. And also tomorrow is Spooky Saturday on twitch.tv/Holly Conrad. And I think we're talking about Skinwalker Ranch. So come check it out. That's all I'm
Kayla,
doing.
careful, you're gonna pull a muscle with all that dabbing.
I know, I'm really sleepy. I need a nap.
You have very delicate muscles too.
I
Please
know.
be careful.
Oh God, that puts me to shame.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Miss Lysa.
Yay! I am Lysa Penrose. You can find me on all the social medias at Lysa Penrose. I'm also the brand manager for Dungeon Masters Guild. That's on Twitter at DMS_guild. And dmsguild.com is where you can find lots of cool like D&D adventures and supplements and stuff. We have a really cool announcement we're making on Monday, so you should go follow us so that you hear about that really fun announcement. And if you like this show, you can follow it on the social medias as well. We're on Twitter at MistTalesDND. We have a website, talesfromthemist.com, that has links to a bunch of stuff, but also our Discord. Our Discord community is super fun and awesome. A lot of folks in chat are part of that. So hi, Discord friends. And goodness gracious, I think that's it. Yeah.
Awesome. And it's me, it's TK. I write spooky stories on the internet.
Hadeel.
Oh no, Hadeel! Gosh!
I don't want to do it now.
No, please go, Hadeel.
Mrs. Hadeel.
Yeah.
Mrs. Hadeel, that's true.
right.
In the test kitchen. Every time we can't let Lysa be on the right side anymore.
I know.
This is my husband, Chris Morocco. Not really. He's married to another lovely lady.
He can still be married to you.
He can. We'll move to Utah and we'll live on a ranch and we'll all be very happy.
That's weird. Please go, Hadeel.
Anyway, my name is Hadeel. You can find me online at TwittySech on Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be streaming Minecraft, modded Minecraft, because that's what the people want, and I will do what anybody tells me, frankly. Pretty much. I'm playing Minecraft on my Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/TwittySech. Just come hang out, and we'll play the block game. And I'm going to see if I can bully my new husband into playing with me, and make him do all the redstone work, because I don't understand how redstone works. So, the end.
I
now you can go
guarantee you can.
TK. Now it's your turn. Now it's your turn.
Okay. You know, frankly, I deserve that. Yeah, it's me. It's TK. I write spooky stories on the internet. If you like spooky stories, you can read them at my website, tkjwrites.com, or you can follow me on Twitter, or don't, whatever, I'm not your dad. I stream here. That's all I do. I started a new job, so I do even less now. But I don't know. I figure maybe I'll start watching Too Hot to Handle or something. So I know Lysa and I are supposed to watch that pretty soon, so we're gonna watch at least the first episode, and then we're gonna
watch Married at First Sight with me.
Okay, I'll watch that with you, but I'm watching Too Hot to Handle with I'm watching Too Hot to Handle with Lysa. We have to do that first, because I don't know if they're gonna be hot still if I put it off. So who knows? I don't know. The kissing is gross. It sounds weird. Ugh.
Making purple.
Oh, it's gross. I hate it. Yeah, other than that, stay safe, stay busy, or don't, whatever. Stay hydrated. And I guess we'll see you in the mists.
Sleep well, Mistwalkers.